This episode is brought to you by Greenlight. Get this. Adults with financial literacy skills have 82% more wealth than those who don't. From swimming lessons to piano classes, us parents invest in so many things to enrich our kids' lives. But are we investing in their future financial success? With Greenlight, you can teach your kids financial literacy skills like earning, saving, and investing. And this investment costs less than that after-school treat. Start prioritizing their financial education and future today with a risk-free trial at greenlight.com/Spotify. Greenlight.com/Spotify.
16 years from today, Greg Gerstner will finally land the perfect cannonball. Epic splash. Unsuspecting friends. A work of art only possible because Greg is already meeting all these same people at AARP volunteer and community events that keep him active and involved and help make sure his happiness lives as long as he does. That's why the younger you are, the more you need AARP. Learn more at aarp.org/local.
What's up, everybody? Live and direct from NYC, the place to be. Sounded like a 1980s New York City DJ. Well, it's ImmaLetYouFinish with Court and Amy on the Pantheon Media Network. It's us. We're here.
One
on
of
a
us
gray
is queer.
day. One of us is queer.
Right. The other one.
Evidently.
Yeah, evidently.
Used to be fighting words when one of us was young, but I guess that was not.
Yeah. Anyway, how are you?
Black, how are you?
Well, that's what you are, not how you are.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing, girl.
Sorry.
Same thing.
Sorry. All right. Well, we're gonna start off the show on a very sad note and a very unexpected note. Two major cultural figures passed this week. A couple days ago, the actress Diane Keaton, who, I just everything about her was just fantastic. I mean, there was nothing. She was a great actress. She was funny. She didn't take herself too seriously. She was a great role model for women in that she was obviously very beautiful, but she just did her own thing. And obviously, won the Oscar for Annie Hall, which your feelings about Woody Allen aside, you cannot deny how good that movie is and how great she is in that movie. So yes, we know Woody Allen is a horrible person, but she's great. Reds, Something Gotta Give, with
Baby
the grandma.
Boom, First Wives
Baby
Club.
Boom.
Or my personal favorite, Looking for Mr. Goodbar. I love her.
Oh, that's a great.
I loved her in Looking for Mr. Goodbar.
No, she's great. So that was very, and her very, and she directed Heaven is a Place on Earth by Belinda Carlisle's video, which is like I love that video. Mm-hmm. I love that video. So anyway. Sad passing, but today is Tuesday. We got news that D'Angelo passed at the age of 51 of pancreatic cancer. So pancreatic cancer is a hard one. I've never met anybody who's had it and survived, to be quite honest.
No, the truth is that seems to be the one.
That's the one. That's the one. You get it, and sadly, listen, we say all the time the word iconic and classic is overrated, but he really did define a whole generation of black music on the strength of 3 albums, which
Absolutely.
Is what's incredible.
And really, if you really want to talk about it, on the strength of 2 albums. Because those first 2, the third one to me is excellent as well. But like by the second album, just from the lead single and the visual alone, it just put him in a whole other level.
Well, what Untitled had to feel on Voodoo.
Yeah.
But that was also his albatross, too, because it suddenly cast him as that is one of the sexiest videos ever, you know?
Yeah, and it made him into somebody, and and it's interesting, right? Because we talk about body image when we talk about women. We don't ever really talk about it when it comes to men. And he was a person who really looked like that for a very short period of time.
For a very brief period of time.
And people wanted to tie him into suddenly being this hot sex symbol thing.
Right.
And it felt like it was a moment. He did it and he moved on from it, you know?
Yeah, and so it sort of like trapped him in a way, like you forgot about the music. I have to say it took me a while to get into Voodoo because and I loved his cameos, the stuff he did in the Method Man. Him and Raphael Sadiq always did great stuff together. Ali Shaheed Muhammad, who I reached out to today because they were, Ali was very involved in the Brown Sugar record, as was Raphael. D'Angelo hated the term neo soul. I mean, all these artists associated with that hate that term. But he, just ridiculously talented, great songwriter, great musician, great singer, very reclusive, struggled with, it's no secret, he struggled with substance issues, he struggled with mental health issues. He was supposed to perform this May at the Roots annual festival. He dropped out sort of at the last minute for undisclosed reasons. So I guess people who knew him were aware of what was going on.
Yeah.
He also, not to take anything away from him, but we've mentioned this before, his work with Angie Stone, and she was very instrumental in his career. Our friend Gary Harris was the guy, our late friend Gary Harris was the guy who A&R'd that first record. I mean, it really did open up a whole different lane for black music. The first album, I think Brown Sugar was a gold album. I'm pretty sure. I don't think it went platinum. I don't think it went platinum, but I think it was definitely gold. Because it's really funny. I interviewed Kedar Massenberg a million years ago, and he was saying that, D'Angelo, Kedar was his label guy. D'Angelo never sold records, but not like he wasn't like a billion-dollar seller, but he was just so hugely influential. His work with the kind of loosely knit musicians, the Soulquarians, which is James Poyser and Amir Thompson and Erykah Badu.
It went platinum in the U.S. and gold in the U.K.
Oh, that's interesting. I would have thought it would have been the other way around. Anyway,
and
did you ever get
Voodoo? Voodoo went platinum in the U.S.
Yeah,
I love Voodoo.
Black Messiah did not. I mean, that was a harder record.
Yeah, did not. The thing
did you see him perform? Did you ever see him?
I never ever saw him perform.
All right, I saw him a couple times.
Never.
I saw him. Well, when he first came out, I mean, this was sort of like when I was, this was sort of my lane, 100%. And he did a show at the Edison. Remember the Edison in Midtown?
Do.
So he did a show at the Edison, and it was impossible to get in. I mean, I was invited, and you couldn't. I mean, there was a line around the block. So then he did a show at Tramps, which was a club in New York.
One of the best. Love Tramps.
Love Tramps.
I saw a lot
and it was
of people
small.
at Tramps.
I saw a lot of people at Tramps.
They'd be right in front of you. It was fucking great.
Right. So I saw him at Tramps. He was good. He came out, though. It was a very ballsy move. He did. He covered The Cross by Prince, which I thought was, okay, that's a move. And then I just realized I saw him he did the Chris Rock show with Raphael and Ali, and I realized I was at that show. I had totally forgotten I was at that show. And then I saw him at Afropunk in 2000 when Black Messiah came out. And he was really, but it was funny, he was one of these put out, the record would come out. It was supposed to come out one year, and it came out another year. And then I also remember
he was a true artist. He put it out when he felt like it was ready to come out to the world.
Well, and yes, and well, okay. I mean,
yes, I feel like just as someone who's worked with artists on that side, it's never delayed because people want it to be delayed. Sometimes it's just not right, and it's like artists. If you're a real artist, it's I've seen the pressure of when it's somebody who's a big pop star, and they're like, we are counting on this record, like you to make a certain thing. Then you got the artists who are like, yeah, I know this is supposed to come, but it's not right, and I can't put this out yet.
Right, I understand it, and that it's somewhat. I mean, I don't know, but there were other things going on in his life why this record didn't come out. So he was an artist, but what I was going to say is I didn't even realize that I had interviewed him before because I did the bio for Voodoo, and I didn't even remember doing that until he passed. And if I seem to remember, he was not the chattiest of chatties.
Yeah.
No. I didn't say. I said he wasn't a super chatty guy. He was very kind of shy. We did it on the phone, but I did meet him once backstage at one of Raphael Sadiq's show, and a very nice guy. I mean, very. But we talk about this a lot. There are people that are born to be performers and people who are born to be musicians, and I think he was one of those people who was insanely talented, but in music, once people place so much on you, like you are the new savior of black music, and it's like, oh Jesus Christ, I'm 22, like what, But anyway,
I think the biggest issue for him was the sex symbol thing that they tried to place on him, because that wasn't who he was, right?
Not at all. I mean, no, and that wasn't his body type. It wasn't
trying to live up
him.
to that kind of shit. But I just feel for his kid, because his child has lost both of his parents in a 7-month span. And that's really
Angie Stone died longer than 7 months.
7 months ago.
Oh, well,
it's only been 7 months.
Yeah, so anyway, he leaves a body of work that is very strong. I know that Anthony Hamilton was one of his backup singers. He worked with Roy. I mean, you could always tell an artist by who wants to work with them. And his live record. So he actually had 4 records. His live record.
I love that live album. I have that.
Yeah, it's a great album. That's a great album.
In London.
Yeah, and his version of Cruising is perfection. Perfection.
Really good.
So anyway, very sad. I mean, it's people. Sadly, people die. I get a little roll my eyes. People are like, "Oh my God, this year people are dying." People die. I mean, it's a fact of life. I honestly, you have to wonder. Who knows if he had another album in him? It doesn't matter though, because he left 3 great albums. So that's 3. That's 2.5 more than a lot of people do.
Yeah.
So. Anyway, great performer, great live. Anyway, so that's sad. Anyway, you know who's not dead? Taylor Swift.
Okay. You used to make fun of my transitions so much.
No, that's not. But she's not dead. Is she dead? Is she dead?
No, but that was horrendous.
No, it wasn't. It was fantastic. It was fucking fantastic. I took a breath. I didn't say. All right, I could do the Dolly one. Who's also not dead? Dolly Parton. Everybody.
That would have been a better transition, because at least we
Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton is also not dead. Okay, let's just keep. Let's go down the list of people who are not dead.
I can't.
All right. Sorry. All right.
God.
Death
what
of a.
is wrong with you?
Nothing's wrong with me. I'm a woman in America watching the world burn. No, what is it? Life of a Showgirl, Time of a whatever
Oh
her
my
fucking
God.
album.
Okay, here's the thing.
Okay, when I first heard it, I said, I'm taking one to the team I'm going to listen to, and I couldn't even make it.
I listened to it a couple times, and at first I was like, this is terrible. Then I've gone back, and I actually don't hate this record. I don't hate it. The issue is, when I hear some people talking about her lyrics, I'm like, I think she can write a great song, but she's always been known to me for a lot of very silly, not that deep lyrics. It's like, let's be real. Like, she can write she's a great songwriter. They're not all deep.
She's not Joni Mitchell.
Yeah,
okay?
They're not all deep. However, the problem is, when you call an album The Life of a Showgirl, we all know who the showgirl is. We've seen the showgirl.
It's you.
So we expect Pussy Gulata. We expect the things. And you were like, the way you talked it up, there are 12.
Wait, what's happening?
There's nothing happening. There's nothing
on my end, it is.
Well, nothing's happening here.
I hear music coming through my headphones.
Then there's something playing on your end, because it's dead silent over here. Did you press something? Anyway, when you say Life of a Showgirl, people and then tell everybody there are 12 bangers on this album.
There are
You make
there is
people
barely
all right. Max Martin, Shellback.
Yeah, and Shellback.
Okay, here comes 12 bangers, and then you call it Life of a Showgirl, so we're expecting ka, and you come and it's it's an adult record for you. Okay, I have no problem with that. But that you made everybody think 12 bangers, I'm coming with big pop moments, and then you call it Life of a Showgirl, so we're expecting ka, and it's very 115 BPMs per minute all the way through.
I like Ophelia. I like the first.
I like that. There's a couple of songs in there that I like.
There's a couple of songs.
I like the title track, Life of a Showgirl. I think is a really good song. Listen, Taylor Swift. First of all, fans, relax. You're not going to love every album that someone puts out. I love Madonna. There are albums I do not love, you know?
Well, here's the thing. Like I said, I've always been very indifferent towards Taylor Swift. She's something I appreciate her talent. I know she's a good. I am not a fan of her singing. I don't like the breathy, girly singing. I don't think she's a very good singer. I mean, she's not a bad singer, but I don't think she's a singer.
Right.
Her songwriting has always been strong. She knows how to write a hook. She knows how to write a melody.
Absolutely.
I actually like the kind of mopey last records. I think Cardigan is a great song, and I dip in and out. I do, I have no problem with her. I'm not a massive fan, but I can appreciate her talent.
Yeah.
The thing about this record that is very, very annoying, well, there's, yes, the hype about bangers. So clearly she nor her boyfriend know what a fucking banger is. Unless they're thinking of Bangers and Mash or something.
I was ready to do a drop, dip, and lift.
She's
I was like, is it coming on the next one?
Well, she's also a girl who can't dance. So when you don't know how to dance, you don't do bangers. You know what I mean? The criticism about her, it's funny. Okay, so people are saying, she's in love, it's a people have made great records who are happy and in love. Casey Musgraves won a goddamn Grammy for her marriage record, her love. There is nothing wrong.
Crazy in Love, Dangerously in Love. Beyonce had a whole debut album about being in love called Dangerous. You know what I mean?
No, but I'm saying people, that's
the
not
first
the issue.
Love, the first Baby, those and the Divorce album are usually fucking amazing albums.
Yeah, the only one, First Baby, I don't want to hear about is Men, because they act like they did something, and all they did was get somebody pregnant. Sorry, when people say we're having a baby, it's like, no, we're not. She's having a baby. We're pregnant. No, you're not.
Yes, we are.
Anyway, so So it's not the fact that she's happy. That's not the issue. And that's a bullshit thing to sit there because what I find really tiresome about her, and it's increasing, is she seems to have two go-to topics. Men, which is understandable. Okay, she's happy now. And the women that have wronged her. And at 36 years old, the most successful female artist of all time. Really? Like,
fuck that. I agree with Revenge. Get 'em, girl.
No,
I'm here for it.
Not at all. But Revenge means nothing.
I'm petty that way. I don't care if you have $1 gazillion of power. I am petty that way.
Yeah, but it's
Get them, go for it, do it.
Yeah, but nobody did anything to her. She has perceived enemies, and it's boring.
That's been one of your biggest criticisms, I will say. You do not like the going after women thing with her. You've said that before on different records. You have been very, very, very consistent with how you feel about that.
Yeah, especially since... And I do think she does a lot of good things. I mean, look, you could read a lot of things that she stood by Maddie Healy, who has done a lot of really shitty, racist, anti-Semitic stuff. All right, whatever. I do think my problem is she does support women artists. She has put on a lot of young women artists. She donates. She's pro-choice, blah, blah, blah. But you can't sit there and wrap yourself in feminism and then at every opportunity go after a woman. I mean, I'm not a Kim Kardashian fan, but I mean, she was still going after her as of the last record. to go after Charlie XCX is just so ridiculous because first off, they're not even close to the same type of artist. There's a world where both artists can exist. Charlie XCX fans are not Taylor Swift fans, and at this point, it just seems so stupid, and it just is so, like, na, 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 na. It's Mean Girl. It's a very Mean Girl move, and I just don't like it. It's not necessary because it adds nothing. The song adds nothing to the album, and it just takes it out. And then there's Wood, which is, I don't need to hear about. First off, I just find Travis Kelce to just be every nightmare I have of a man. I'm sorry. He's not, I'm sure he's a great guy. I'm sure he's great, but he just seems like such a bro. I can't deal with it, but God bless, they're happy, whatever. Going after the ex-girlfriend, she goes after his ex-girlfriend. Why are you doing this, Taylor? You have won. You are the girl with the most cake and the bakery that makes the cake. Why are you still, trapped in this crap?
And you sold 4 million copies of your album.
4 million?
With literally no bonus tracks, but 36 different variants. Ma'am.
Yeah, and that's another thing. I don't know. Yeah,
ma'am.
It's like enough.
Ma'am.
I begrudge no one, but it's just at this point. It's
I don't
like,
either, but you got your friends who are really obsessive, and they're going to buy every one that they can get a hand on. So yes, you sold an incredible number of records, but what's the average per person? Like, how many did each one person buy? Like, all 8 of the vinyls and cassette? It's like
a little much. It starts getting to me. And I understand. I begrudge her. I begrudge artists no success. She works hard. She's put in the work. But after a while, it just starts seeing like, nah, 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 nah. The whole stunt she pulled with Charlie XCX on the English charts was a bitchy move. It really was to release something to keep her, and they're not the same artist. Wood is like, I don't need to hear about anybody's dick, let alone his. And the whole thing is that it's the 9th song and the number of song that adds up to 3 point something centimeters, which means he's 9 inches. Who cares? Really, it's just a tiresome song. It's like, we got it, Taylor. You're getting laid. That's great. Okay, It's a very. So, look, our opinion of it doesn't matter. I'm not a huge fan. I do go back and listen to the kind of the kind of quieter records. I would have liked a little more bells and whistles on this. Again, I'm a huge Max Martin and Shellback fan. If again, you're promising me, it's like saying, oh, we're going to have Babyface, we're going to have Jam and Lewis do this record, and then everything is orchestral arrangements. And you're like, excuse me, yeah, fine, whatever. Yay for her. It sold 1 million copies, and we should have bought. And she rules the world. All right, let's talk about somebody. 4 million. Let's talk about somebody we really care about. Bad Bunny.
Pia Zadora?
No, Bad Bunny. All right, so Bad Bunny, I would say, is the second biggest artist in the world, right? Next to her.
He's huge.
Huge. So he has been picked to do the Super Bowl halftime show. Rock Nation selected him, Jay-Z, the NFL, which is always very risk adverse. They want to go international. They want to expand American football to an international audience, and he's as big an international artist as there can be. So, of course, MAGA is going mental because first off, none of them were in school when they learned that Puerto Rico is the United States. So I love that. That's American
my favorite
artists,
part of it. To watch them scream about why isn't it American, and I'm like, did you go to school in America?
Well, not only why isn't it American?
Do you know anything about a map?
You mean like Coldplay, The Weeknd, Rihanna, the Rolling Stones, U2. Should I go down the list of the non-American artists who have played at the Super Bowl? Shakira. Let's just keep going down the list of all the non-American. Gloria Estefan, I believe, has
Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney. Yeah, the list just goes on and on. I said that. Yeah. The list goes on and on.
Coldplay.
I said that.
Okay.
This is just racist.
Same thing.
I just love when they just show their ass like this. So I and then these stupid bullshit memes going around that he had to promise the NFL that he would sing in English, which is bullshit, that you can listen to him talk and know it's not him, for crying out loud. The man still has problems speaking English.
He's going to sing his songs the way people know them.
Right, and it'll be great.
They hired him
knowing who he is.
Who he is.
It's
and
going to be
all of you people need to
Yeah.
motherfucking relax. It is a football game with a performance in the middle of it.
Well, it's a football game, and that he's anti-Trump and all that. Now the funny thing is, the pathetic thing is Ice Barbie and her. We're gonna send them down. Last time I looked, undocumented immigrants are not able to fork up $10,000 for a Super Bowl ticket. So I don't think there's going to be a huge problem. This is not.
You're mad. You were like, because the Puerto Rican's going to be there, who's American. We're going to make sure we're there. And it's like, do you see who goes to the Super Bowl? Have you ever checked out who fucking goes to the Super Bowl?
Well, it's because of what he said about not performing in the States, but that's a totally different thing, right?
Well, and that is a totally different thing. That is very different. Him saying, "I'm not taking my tour here because I know the people who do come to his shows,"
right.
Versus who affords and goes to the Super Bowl.
Nobody. There is nobody. There is no.
You know
risk
what I mean? It's so dumb. It's so dumb that sometimes I just look and I'm like, we can't be this dumb, right? It's like, this can't be for real.
The cruelty is unbelievable.
Well, I'm black, so trust me, I know the cruelty, but sometimes you hear the things people are saying. It's also dumb.
Yeah,
because the hate, and because people are doing such things that are so blatantly racist in your face, and when you say it, they try to act like you don't see what you see. It's really insane. It's like, okay.
Well, luckily for us, Courtney, us God-fearing Americans, Turning Point USA, with the grieving widow, Erica Kirk, whatever the hell her name is, Eva Braun, the grieving Eva Braun, is going to, they are proposing a alternate show. All right, for the thing that's hilarious about this is when Bad Bunny's name, it should be Lee Greenwood. Nothing against Lee Greenwood, but how old is he? 965 years old? What's he going to do, stand there and sing his hit? Do they not understand this show is for TV? It's like bang, whistle, flash pots. Nobody wants to sit there and watch somebody's act. That's why Adele would have been the stupidest choice ever, because she's not that kind of performer, I mean, she's a great singer, not that kind of. So they're going to have alternate programming, which is, I thought, what Puppy Bowl was. I thought the Puppy Bowl was the alternate programming.
How about this? You don't have to watch any of it.
You don't have to watch.
There's this whole idea. You control everything that happens in your house.
Right.
You don't have to watch anything. Yeah. Let me just tell you something. I have never watched an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians or their new show, right? I think they have a right to exist. It's very easy for me not to watch it. I just don't put it on.
Yeah, I never watched.
It's really simple. And I'm not like, how dare you still be on television? This thing that I don't watch.
And you know what's amazing? You can actually watch the football game. They tell you for 3 hours when the halftime show is always at the exact same time every year.
They come back from break. They do a segment on the first half of the game while they're setting up the stage. Then they go to commercial. Then they come back to the halftime show. Same time every year.
Every year, 13 minutes.
Same time every year.
Same time. So you can do that. You can go out and go to your Klan meeting or read your Bible or have sex with your cousin, whatever you need to do during that break. So, yeah, the whole thing is ridiculous. So, yeah, Lee Greenwood, whatever. I mean, the thing is, there are many things. There's many things wrong with the left. There's many, many, many more things wrong with the right. But the one thing I will say about the left, we have way better artists. I mean, let's face it. We have way better performers. So I think it's going to be a phenomenal show. I think he's going to go full balls out.
I think it's going to be an amazing halftime show.
I think it's going to be one of the best. I actually think it's going to be one of the best. And people love Latin music. That's what's so crazy.
And I think that they're going to be really mad because the numbers are going to end up being like the most watched
Phenomenal.
fucking halftime show.
Where's the Super Bowl this year? Where is it?
I think it's in Arizona this year.
You mean a state with a Spanish name?
Girl, don't even get me started. You know that it's like, don't even get, with that, we're going to take a break.
When I queue up the Doors' first album that could help inspire a new podcast episode, I need gear that pulls me right into that warm LA haze. That's why I use the Andover Spin Duo. It's everything you need. Turntable plus Spin Bass 2 speaker, high fidelity sound, no cheap plastic. Fun, easy, even comes with a remote. And it works with Bluetooth devices too. Pantheon listeners, you get 15% off at andoveraudio.com/Pantheon. Do your records justice.
Hello, Finny. Did you think our story was over?
Just a grabber.
This Friday.
You're dead.
Dead is just a word.
Critics are saying Ethan Hawke is pure nightmare fuel.
Oh, Finny.
Discover the secret behind the mask.
What do you think happens when you die? It's time to find out.
Black Phone 2, only in theaters Friday. Rated R, under 17, not admitted without parent.
Tonight, turn down the noise of the day and focus on the rest with AGZ, the nightly drink for winding down and resting up. New from AG1. AGZ supports your body's natural sleep cycle with clinically studied key herbs, adaptogens, and minerals in amounts supported by research. And no melatonin, helping you wake feeling rested. Wind down, rest up with AGZ. Learn more at drinkagz.com.
We're going to take a break and be right back because y'all already know. We'll be right back. And we're back.
I'll just say one more thing about that. You know the comedian Josh Johnson, right? You know that comedian Josh Johnson? He's adorable. He does this bit about, Bad Bunny, in Spanish? In Spanish? It's bad enough I had to listen to rap, and now it's in Spanish? When I'm eating my guacamole and having my taco, I have to listen to something. And he goes, I want all my Spanish in my mouth, not in my ears. Ay, Dios mío. All right. Now, allegedly, Bad Bunny is bringing Drake out, which I don't believe that.
I don't believe that.
I don't believe it either.
Nobody
cares.
One, we are months away. He's probably not even put together his set list yet.
Right.
Two, the leaks don't come that soon about who might come, and half the time they're not right. So, no.
Other than that. And it would also just be like, what's Drake going to bring? Is he going to sing in Canadian?
I think it's going to be a celebration how Puerto Ricans are Americans. I don't think he's going to bring a Canadian. I think, if anything, it's going to be some legendary Puerto Rican artist with him celebrating the pride.
Ricky Martin. It could be. No, seriously.
Mm-hmm.
He could just bring out Gloria. He could bring out Spanish artists.
Well, she's Cuban. I think it's going to be very Puerto Rico based. The show, because this whole idea, like, you're not American, I think is really ticking a box. And I think that he's going to absolutely get up there, sing his hits, and especially since he's been performing for years straight at this point, I think he's going to turn it all
he's going to turn it out. No, it's going to be. Out. And Juan Hamon, his biggest friend. You know Juan Hamon, right?
No.
John Hamm is a huge Bad Bunny fan, and he's been nicknamed Juan Hamon. If you look at the clips from there, Juan Hamon, I think it's going to be great. I'm very excited about it. All right. Yeah, Drake. What happened with Drake? I don't even pay attention. What happened? He was suing his record company for something stupid.
And the suit was tossed.
Big surprise. Didn't we kind of predict that?
I mean, because it's just like, what is wrong with you? Literally, it's a rap battle.
I know.
You win some, you lose some.
And you lost.
But filing a fucking lawsuit is so insane that it's just like, what's wrong with you? Is your ego that fragile?
didn't the judge even say that it was not a serious charge? It was in the context of a song. It was like satire. I mean,
because my thing is this: that goes back to the thing that rappers and hip hop artists have been fighting forever. When people have wanted to use their lyrics in laws, in court cases, in criminal cases.
Yeah. No, he's. All right, this Rolling
Grow
Stone.
some balls. You win some or you fucking lose some.
Oh, he's a baby. You know, we've always known he's a baby. He's a big to quote that fabulous white Southern woman who comments on Trump. He's a titty baby. I love that. She calls him kanks and a titty baby. And I love that. I'm like, that's exactly what he is. He's a big, dipey head, whiny baby. All right, Rolling Stone has another list out. I don't know.
Why do they keep making these lists?
Because they're easy, Courtney. It's easy. No, it's easy copy. You get to throw a lot of work out to a bunch of different writers. I know people who contribute these things. I've contributed these things. It's easy. It's clickbait. All of these things are made for the internet because nobody why do they keep making it? So idiots like us bring it up. That's why. You want to make them go away, pretend they don't happen. But are we even, what's the top? So we decided we couldn't even look at all under 250. Let's fuck it. Who cares?
So they said number one is Get Your Freak On. Do you agree with that?
I think that's, well, we should caveat. Best songs of the 21st century. I think Get Your Freak On is a really, really, I mean, it really did change the game a lot. I think it's a great song. It still sounds great. It still sounds great. It was futuristic then.
And I think it's transcended generations. It's one of those songs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's the video, the everything. I'm very glad that she got it. Robin's in the top 10, which we're always happy about. Throwing a Radiohead song, it's like, please, come on, stop. That's virtue signaling. Sorry. Throwing a Lorde song in, there's only one Lorde song. She's put out 5 albums, but there's only one song. Am I wrong?
It's like,
there's one song.
If it's not Heroes, I don't really know the other one.
I don't know. She's got 5 albums out. I don't care. And she needs a sandwich, that girl. I mean, bless her heart. Yeah, but I mean, so all these lists are also a way for magazines. First off, you can tell when the millennials are voting because it's like, and it's also a way of virtue signaling, and it's a way of, and I am glad that they're inclusive of all guys. So I think Get Your Freak On is a perfect choice for a number one song. Absolutely perfect choice for the 21st century. Tweet, I love that song. That was up there. I think that was 250. I love that song.
That's a great song.
All right, so we could just really sum this up very quickly without even going into it. Okay, everyone listening at home, anytime you see the word Stephen A. Smith, just assume he said something stupid.
Right? And then confronted with it, it's like,
right. So just assume he put his big fat foot in his big fat mouth, and also assume that when he says something, it's misogynist.
I can't stand him.
I can't stand him either.
He really gets under my skin. I've never liked him. My mom was a fan. I was like, why?
I don't want to look at him.
It's like, ugh.
Well, anyway, he went after Jasmine Crockett because, of course, he did, because she's an intelligent, beautiful, accomplished black woman. Ergo, Stephen A. Smith, who's a newscaster, I mean, no disrespect. I mean, stop. He said something stupid about her. I would, listen, if I'm in a fight with Jasmine Crockett, I know who's winning.
He also said something
about... The woman with the law degree.
He also said something about Serena Williams, and her husband was on the show last week.
Oh, yeah.
And when he brought it up, he got very stuttering and stammering. And
of course he did.
And Alex let him have it when he was like, basically, I'm not taking marriage advice from somebody who's never been married.
Exactly.
And not married. And it was like, stick to your lane. And it's just like watching him sit there be like, oh.
He's an idiot.
Oh, I don't like him. I really don't like that dude. I don't like him.
No, not at all. So anyway, yeah. So
let's stop talking about him. He's like a, ugh.
All right, we kind of made a joke before, or I did, about Dolly Parton. Her sister had issued this. This is why prayers for Dolly, prayers. Dolly Parton's fine.
Dolly was like, listen, I'm having some health issues, but I'm not dying.
Yeah, she's also, let's keep in mind, she's in her 80s, okay? I mean,
70, late 70s, not 80s yet.
Yeah, she's fine. You know who's not fine, though? Diddy! Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na.
Oh, my God.
Hey.
I just found that on vinyl this past weekend.
Oh, I love that song. That was a big hit. That was a big hit when I was in 4th grade. When we would have fire drills, we would sing that song during fire drills. Don't even ask.
You know what's interesting about the thing with him, and I said this, I was having this conversation with a friend. I was like, I don't think it's about this case. I think it's a...
Cumulative?
Yeah, I do. It's like, I believe to whom much is given, much is expected. And I think how you treat people is how the world and energy and the universe ends up treating you back. And I don't think he was the nicest person to people. And I think that...
Wait a minute, you don't think?
And I don't think he treated a lot of people well. So it almost feels like you were given so much and you weren't the best with it. And it feels a little bit like dance with the devil, and the devil always comes a calling. There always comes that point where it's like, all right, I gave you everything and now it's time to pay up. And you just hear all of the stories and all of the things, and I think this is a little bit of that time where you gotta pay up a little bit for how you've moved throughout the world. You know, it's like, I'm never happy for anybody to go to prison, or, you know what I mean? I think it's pretty horrible, especially when you're a music artist, but it's like, were you the best to people? I don't know, you know what I mean? It's like the stories you hear, everybody can't be lying.
No, everybody isn't lying, and you know what? People should go to prison if they're guilty, and he's guilty. I'm not a fan of, I mean, we know the prison system is up, but this is a man who has scammed the system for years. I think there is a modicum of like, yeah, he's being punished for past sins, but I also think the arrogance of asking, oh, please, I've been so good, or, oh, I'm quiet. They were setting up speaking engagements for him.
I heard that. Wow.
I mean, come on, man. Come on. And Trump is going to... I actually think Trump won't give him a pardon because that even for Trump, that's a bridge too far.
Well, you know what? Because there's video. If there was no video, he might get a pardon. But like to be attached to that, it'd be like he gets the pardon, and the story will always be Donald Trump gave a bit, and then have a video of him, no matter what happened. What people want to say, oh, this happened before and after. I just know what we can see, and the image of that. I think even Trump is like, oh.
Yeah. Even the man who supports.
All kinds of horrible things.
But anyway, so Diddy's going to, he's going to jail. He got like 4 years. He was, we said he was exonerated or acquitted of the more severe charges, but he's going to jail. And you know what? I don't think good. I'm not going to be up all night. This is not, people are being grabbed off the streets right now and sent to countries that they have no idea where they are for just wanting to be in this country and make a better life for themselves. So if he has to go to prison, they'll probably send him to some cushy prison because what a coup that would be to fuck up Diddy in prison. So, and I think that we can pretty much, I don't think there's coming back from this for him. I really don't.
Well, let me just say this. I hope he's safe in prison. Serve your time. I know that his people are trying to, appeal. The legal process is there. Use it. But I hope there's a lesson in this. You know what I mean? Like, I hate to hear that, like, there were speaking engagements being set up. It just feels really presumptive. And if we all heard that, like, you think a judge wouldn't hear that? It's like...
No,
like,
of course a judge...
It's like, it's almost like, who was on your team? Like, who thought this was a good idea?
Yeah, it's arrogance. It's just absolute arrogance. All right, so what are you listening to these days?
I am listening to the Pink Pantheress remix album, Fancy Some More, which I'm really enjoying. I'm also still listening to Jade because I just think that the album is phenomenal for her album. That's Showbiz Baby. I've actually been listening to Rochelle Jordan a lot. I really am liking her album. And this Latin artist who's been around for a lot of years, Monica Naranjo. Don't get mad at me, people. I don't speak Spanish, but I really love her new single. It's really, really jumpy. I really, really like it. It's called Por Un...
Oh, come on, Courtney.
and
practice.
And I know. And I'm listening to Perry. I'm liking Perry. And I've, believe it or not, for some reason.
Yeah, thank you. You haven't said that for a while.
For some reason, I caught Cowboy Carter, the full edition, on sale on vinyl, and I bought it, and I've been listening to it, and I've actually been enjoying it, because I have not listened to it since it came out, and I've been really enjoying it.
I, been sort of bumping around, but I will tell you that I have been playing the living daylights out of Extraordinary Machine, Fiona Apple's Extraordinary Machine.
Ooh, that's a really good one.
That's a really good one. And then I've been playing Fletch the Bolt Cutters, too.
Oh, nice.
Talk about an artist who does what she wants to do. I think because I was like, you know what? I need to listen to somebody who can really sing, really write songs, and has something to say.
Yeah.
Thanks, Taylor. I'm going to listen to the grown-up in the room now.
Yeah.
So, no, it's good. So I've just been listening to I've been listening to a lot of stuff. I've been listening. I went back in your honor and also my honor to listen to Future Nostalgia.
Nice.
It's just such a
so
great
good.
record.
It's such a good record. Yeah.
And again, it doesn't. It's for. We always talk about this. Just because it's sprightly and poppy and dancey doesn't mean it can't be smart and well crafted. And
Listen,
she does that.
I've been listening to Radical Optimism again, and it's still that. Yeah. I love that album.
I love that album too. I think it got completely ignored. I think it's a great album, and I think we're all just holding our bated breath for this Robin record if it drops. We'll all have to take a hiatus so that we can just dive into the Robin record and lose our minds over it. So that's basically it. All right. You want to take us out of here? Take us out.
You know what it is, kids. This is where you can find us every other week on the Pantheon Media Network. It's Court and Amy. I'm going to let you finish. And follow us on our Facebook. I'm going to let you finish, all one word. Follow us on our TikTok. I'm going to let you finish podcast. And we're on Threads at I'm going to let you finish NY, just like we are on IG. So follow us in all of the places.
And one more thing. If you are a New Yorker, early voting starts October 25th. So please.
This is a really important election.
So,
especially your local elections, kids. That's where it really counts in these local elections.
Right. But so October 25th, early voting starts, and we will see you. Is that what you always say?
Mm-hmm. We'll see you in the next one.
You.
Later, kids.
Bye.
This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. It's Cybersecurity Awareness Month, and LifeLock has tips to protect your identity. Use strong passwords, set up multi-factor authentication, report phishing, and update the software on your devices. And for comprehensive identity protection, let LifeLock alert you to suspicious uses of your personal information. LifeLock also fixes identity theft, guaranteed or your money back. Stay smart, safe, and protected with a 30-day free trial at LifeLock.com/podcast. Terms apply.